Can you give us an update on Will and Jack and whether they're available for Sunday?
They're both back in full out today. Did the full training.
So is it? Are they available? Or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They're full training today, so they were able to get through a full training. Obviously, Will's this is his 5th day, I think, full training, and this is, but he was out 4 weeks. And Jack, this is his 1st day full training, out 2 weeks. So cleared. It's whether they're fit, enough to play.
And Adi, we didn't see practicing on Wednesday. Was he out there today? And is there any concern there?
No concern there. No, he's back in today, full out.
Any insight into obviously with Diego Valeri out? Any insight into how you're going to deal with that? I know you don't like to give too much.
No insight. No insight. Yeah, no insight. So there are a few options, but no, I can't give you that today. Sorry, Dan.
No problem. Yeah. No problem.
How do you feel about this decision day where they play at the same time, and will you maybe check the scores at halftime or?
I think it's great that everybody's playing at the same time, and we were in a situation last year where that didn't happen, and Vancouver was able to at halftime say, "Hey guys, we got to score a goal." Could the game have been different if they didn't know that? I think it could have. So I think it's important that you don't know those things, and obviously you still check scores and such. But I think it's great that all the games are played at the same time, it was great to hear that they moved the New York game to the same time as well, so that because of the Supporter Shield and New York and Dallas both fighting for the Supporter Shield, they moved New York to the same time, so that again neither team knows. Obviously, again, check scores, but we're going to focus on what we've been focusing on, and that's playing to win. We know the scenarios. We know if we win that at a minimum we'll be the 4 seed. Maybe the 3, maybe the 2. But at a minimum we'll be the 4 seed, which means we'll get a home game in the knockout. If something happens where we get the 2, then we avoid the knockout game. But we want to control getting a home game. And we know if we win, we get a home game. If we don't win, then we're probably the 5-6 seed. And, if we draw, if we draw, we're the 5-6. And if we don't win, who knows? But we don't want to be in that situation. So will we check scores? Staff knows scenarios, and I think the key is if we're in a situation where we need to know the scores, then we'll check the scores. But if we're winning, then we don't need to know the scores. It doesn't matter.
With the potential for a short turnaround with a possible playoff game next week, does that affect how you approach this Colorado game?
No, not at all. I think everything's on the line. So we're in a position like we'd hoped where we control what happens, and not only do we control getting in, but we control hopefully getting a home game. So we don't want to let that slip through our hands. So we gotta go for it. We gotta play to win. And if it turns out that we don't win and we get a draw, we'll take that too. But that means we're probably going on the road. So we don't want that. But at the same time, if you're in a situation where you have the draw and some of the other results have gone, in a way where a loss means we're out, that's where we do have to kind of be a little bit calculated with in the second half, seeing where things are at. But if we play to win and we're in a position to win, then we don't need to worry about anything, and that's going to be our mindset.
So what's about Colorado? Obviously, they went to Kansas City and won, so just challenges they might present as a team with nothing to lose in this situation.
I think it's good because it reminds our guys that these type of results happen every week in MLS. So it reminds our guys that they can go into Kansas City, and Kansas City, was in a situation like we were where they had to win and they didn't win, and Colorado, knocked them off and got 3 points. So I think it's a good reminder.
Looking at Colorado, it's been a while since we've sort of seen them in person. What can you tell us about that team? Is there anyone who sort of sticks out in their lineup as a guy to watch? Or
they have some good attacking players. You know, they have a lot of depth where they've played a lot of different guys. So there's a lot of questions on what they'll do. We saw the Wednesday game. We know how they played there, but do they rotate a few guys in the front and bring on Torres and a Sanchez perhaps? You know, we don't know. Ramirez, they brought him off the bench. He got 2 assists. So I think they're a team where they have 6 guys that aren't, you know, there's not a lot of difference between. They're all good. So you know, they could go the same way they went Wednesday, or they could rotate in, like I said, a few other guys. So we'll keep our eye on the start sheet. We'll prepare our guys like always on the what ifs and for all the guys that could play, and then we'll look at the start sheet. But I think you will see maybe a little rotation in that front part of their team, but maybe not. I don't think they're in a situation where they can rotate too much in the back 6. You know, they have some guys injured. I think Moore's injured. I think Burling's injured. I know neither one of those guys traveled the last game. Maybe they're back, but you know, I think the back 4 will pretty much be, you know, for the most part the same. And then, you know, they obviously have Cronin out, so most likely would be Sarvis and Pitneri.
And then they're a team with a very strong defense this year, despite being at the bottom of the West. What sort of challenges does that present going into this last game, where, you know, you're going to need to score goals to get the win?
Yeah, well, I think it's, you know, I don't think there'll be much mystery to what they look to do. You know, they'll try to keep it tight and be organized with numbers and try to make it difficult on us getting a goal, and then they'll look for counterattacks and they'll look for set pieces. So I think that'll be the game, and that's been, you know, that's been similar to a lot of our home games. Kansas City looked to do the same thing. So it's going to be important that we find the breakthrough, and it's going to come down to our quality in the final third. You know, our finishing around goal, all those little details in the final third. So, but we can't give away the counter. We can't give away, you know, a set piece goal. You know, we did that versus Kansas City. Obviously, we had chances. We didn't finish. We didn't convert. We didn't, you know, find the breakthrough, and then we gave away the goal on the one moment. So we can't let that happen again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.